Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Knight here, and I'm coming back at you again today, people, with a brand new Fortnite video. And in today's video, I'm going to be ranking every single tier 1 skin in Fortnite. Now, so you might remember last video, I was ranking every tier 100, and while tier 100s are kind of considered the best skins in pretty much all battle passes overall, I would say tier 1 skins are definitely their biggest rivals. Okay, so anyways, let's just get right into this. So if you do enjoy them, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And also remember, this is just my opinion, guys, so if you disagree, that's totally fine, because I actually guarantee a lot of people are going to disagree with what I have to say here. But anyways, with that said, let's do this. Alright, guys, so also as a quick side note, I'm just going to point out that I'm not going to talk about every single skin as long this time, because unlike tier 100 skins, there are actually 24 tier 1 skins in total. So if I talk for like 2 minutes about every skin, we'd be here for absolutely ages. So I'm only going to talk about a skin for like a minute or two if I actually think it's worth, talking about. But anyways, with that said, let's get started. So coming in at our number 24 position, this is going to be the Huntress. I mean, what's there to say about the Huntress? I just never cared for it, never will. I really don't think anyone does. She's just not a good looking skin. Moving on. Coming in at number 23 position, this is going to be Turk versus Riptide, a very disappointing skin. I just, I don't understand why they thought we would want a rare tier 1 skin, especially a fisherman, we've got dragons, we've got future soldiers, and Decepticons, and yet they gave us a freaking fisherman. I don't know. I really don't know what was going through their head. And then number 22, we have Journey vs. Hazard. Again, I don't understand why they thought we would want blue rarity skins this late in the game. But, it is what it is. She's boring. Moving on. And then coming in at number 21 is Ocean. Not gonna lie, I often forget about this skin. I don't think it's particularly terrible. It's just, boring. Moving on. And then number 20, this is going to be Agent Peely. I know quite a few people actually like to run this, but personally, I just think he shouldn't have been a Battle Pass skin, okay? This is a waste of a tier 1 slot, in my opinion. He should have been saved for the item shop. I don't use him all that much. I'm just not a huge fan. The Peely reskins are fine, but this, again, really shouldn't have been in the Battle Pass. And then coming out in number 19 position, this is 110% going to be the one that ticks people off the most. This is going to be Drift. I mean, people who have seen my old videos are going to know exactly how I feel about the skin. And in case you haven't seen those, then I'll tell you how I feel. I think he's overrated. I don't like his design. I don't think he looks all that good. Okay, I mean, like, he's not the worst skin in Fortnite by any means, but, I mean, it's just... I'm sorry, I don't see what everyone else sees, okay? I don't think he looks that good. His design isn't all that appealing to me. I don't like his colors. I think his jacket makes him look fat, but without the jacket, he looks boring. So, again, I don't really know what he's supposed to be. Some people say he's a tagger. I hear he's an anime character. I also hear that he's supposed to be an interdimensional traveler. I don't know what the heck he's supposed to be. But what I do know is that I don't like him. If you do, then more power to you. But, this is my ranking, and this is how it goes. Right. And then coming in at number 18 spot, this is going to be Battlehawk. I mean, I was excited about him during Season 4. But looking back on him, he is kind of a boring skin. But I do think he gets a little bit too much hate. But, I mean, realistically, you can't really rank him all that high. So, 18th spot, there you go. Number 17 is going to be Blue Squire. I know quite a few people do like this because it's an OG skin and all. I mean, it's a fine-looking skin, but at the same time, I mean, really, it's, again, same thing as Black Knight. It's just a retextured default with the helmet, except it doesn't even look as good. And then coming at number 16 spot, this is going to be the Mission Specialist. I didn't like the skin at all when it first came out. And if it didn't get the changes it got, it would probably be a lot lower. But I think one of the big things that improves it for me is the styles they added during Season 8 where you can put the visor down. I think that alone makes it a lot better, less goofy, a little bit more serious. So that's, that was nice, but still can't really rank him all that high because he's still a very basic skin. And then coming in at number 15 spot is going to be Gear Specialist Maya. A little bit of a disappointment, unfortunately. I mean... it's cool that we managed to get something where we could like get our own unique customized version of the same skin, but at the same time each piece of customization really isn't that huge. So I mean, it's It's still, like, it's not bad, but, you know, it's not all that great. And honestly, I don't even think it really deserves legendary status, so again, it's not terrible, but not really all that great, especially for something that came in Chapter 2. And then number 14 spot, I think this guy definitely gets too much hate. This is going to be DJ Yonder. You know, DJ Yonder for me, I really actually like him. I love his design. It does, you know, pain me a little bit to bring him this low, but so many people say that they hate him, which I don't really understand. I like the DJ vibe. I think he's definitely one of the best things that came out of the Season 6 Battle Pass. Just, you know, it's a fine skin. Nothing wrong with him, but, you know, again, I can't really put him below any of the other great stuff that we have coming up next. And then coming out at number 13 spot, this is going to be Blackheart. Again, it pains me to put him this low, but I really just can't put him below anything else on this list. You know, he's a cool guy, skeleton pirate, and let's be real, he should have been the tier 100 skin for Season 8, but Epic done goofed, and they decided not to. But, you know, great skin, and quite a bit of customization as well. So, you know, number 13, there you go. Number 12, we have Catalyst. In my opinion, a much better improvement over Drift. I'm still not exactly sure what she's supposed to be, but at least she looks nicer. I think they, fixed the issue where the jacket doesn't look fat on her because, you know, it's slimmed down to a female character. And also her colors, I think they gave her much better colors. The golden pink isn't terrible, but I much prefer the silver, black, and purple, or the white, purple, and blue. I just think it looks a lot nicer in my opinion. So, Catalyst, still not my favorite, and I don't like her as much as most people, but definitely way better than Drift. And then at number 11, I gave it to Calamity, just barely missing out in the top 10, but only just. I think this is definitely a very underappreciated tier 1 skin. This is just such a great skin. I actually like that it's a cowboy or cowgirl type theme. You don't really have that many skins like that in Fortnite when you think about it, but great skin, great customization, and she comes in at number 11. Alright, and then cracking into the top 10 people, this is actually going to be the X-Lord. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be saying, bro, what are you doing putting X-Lord over Catalyst? I just personally prefer the skin. You know, I think it looks cool. I definitely think it's definitely a better improvement over the original Rust Lord. I don't even think the Rust Lord is all that bad. I just think, you know, I love the scavenger theme. I love the customization, the scavenger look. It looks really cool in my opinion. Definitely a very good skin and quite a bit underappreciated, at least in my eyes. And then coming in at number 9 position, I actually am going to give it to Thor. You know how I feel about using licensed skin, but even then, I wouldn't say this one's all that bad. I actually think, you know, that he did a pretty good job. I kind of wish they was a little bit more based off the MCU Thor, like Chris Hemsworth. Even then, I still think it's really cool. I like the galaxy effect that he has on his armor, and then also the foil styles look really nice. So, you know, definitely, like, not my personal favorite skin, but I can't deny it is definitely a awesome skin, and definitely, in my opinion, one of the better Marvel skins. And then coming in at our number 8 position, I'm actually going to give this one to Carbide. I know so many people are going to disagree with me putting Carbide this high up, but personally, I just think he's such an unappreciated skin, you know. I think the big issue is he always gets overshadowed by both Omega and Iron Man. People are saying like he's a worse version of Omega and he's just like Fortnite's knockoff of Iron Man. So if you have either of those other skins, then why would you use Carbide? I beg to differ. Now, while I will say he's not better than Omega by any means, I would argue that he is definitely a good alternative to Iron Man. And personally, I would actually say he's better than Iron Man because he's a Fortnite original character. Meanwhile, Iron Man's licensed, and again, you know me, I'm not a huge fan of using licensed skins, with a few exceptions. Plus, also, you might remember that green lights Carbide combo I made from a couple vids back. That alone solidifies my liking for the skin. You know, I actually run that combo very often. So, just because of that, I think it's a very cool skin, and I put him at the number 8 spot. Alright, and then moving on to the number 7 position, I'm actually going to give this one to Fade. I know a lot of people will probably rank this quite a bit higher. Personally, I don't think he's that good, but I definitely think he is a much better improvement over the other two Rift Traveler skins. You know, I love the mask, the clothes design. It looks a lot better. It doesn't look like fat and stupid like Drift does. So, definitely much better over the other two. And then coming in at our number 6 position, I'm actually going to give this one to Rox because, I mean, she's an absolute legend and definitely one of the best things that came out of Season 9 Battle Pass. All 3 progressive skins really are awesome in my opinion. You know, it's just, she looks awesome, like her design is great, and on top of that, combos for days. I mean, the amount of customization you can get with her, it's just unreal. It's just, a great skin. And honestly, as a side note, I would say this looks more like Loser Fruit than the actual Loser Fruit skin. So that's just me. But anyways, that aside, she's awesome. And she comes in at number 6. Coming in at number 5 position, I know what I said about licensed skins, but this is one of the few exceptions. This is going to be the Mandalorian. I mean, Mando just, he's a great skin. I'm such a huge fan of the show. I'm such a huge fan of Star Wars. And having this guy here is, it's actually awesome. And also the progression, I actually think makes sense. The Beskar thing. Although I'm not really sure why you would want to use any of the styles without the Beskar, but I don't know, that's just me. Just an awesome skin from just such an awesome character. I love this guy. And also, just as a side note, I like how they actually decided to put their special rarity tier 1 skin in the legendary section. Because if you look at Iron Man and Thor, who are both the tier 1 and max tier skins of that season, they're in the epic section. That feels pretty bad. Just saying. Alright, but anyway, coming in at our number 4 position, I'm actually going to give this one to Lynx. I mean, obviously we can pretty much all agree Lynx is a very sick skin. Some people say that she's a little bit overrated, which I can understand why, because a lot of people praise it as the best skin in the game. I wouldn't say it's that great, but it is still awesome. Okay, she's an awesome skin, an awesome design, with a pretty good amount of customization. Just good for combos. I'm personally a really big fan of her, so she comes in at number 4, just barely missing out on the top 3. Alright guys, now finally making our way to the top 3. I'm sure this is a very questionable pick, but I gave this one to Hybrid. I mean, for one, I like how you actually kind of get 2 for 1 in here, because you have the ninja style in all 4 colors, and you have the dragon style in all 4 colors. I personally prefer the dragon, but I think it's cool that you get 2 separate skins in one here. I know a lot of people say they dislike it because it's a little bit of a noob skin because the battle pass was free. Personally though, that doesn't really get in the way of me, especially since it's, it's so old by this point. I love the design. I love running as a creature, but not a goofy creature, an actually really cool creature. That's why part of the reason I love Dire so much, and same reason I love Hybrid. Just a really awesome skin, such an awesome design, and I am a huge, huge fan of him. Definitely very underappreciated in my opinion. Alright, and then making our way to the top 2, number 2 spot. This is 110% the most underrated skin on this entire list, in my opinion. This is going to be Sentinel. I know what people say. They say they hate the robot chicken, and I understand that. But what people forget is he has another style, a dark style. And that's not a chicken. That's a freaking Decepticon. That thing looks absolutely amazing and honestly pretty clean in my opinion. He almost looks like a Japanese robot version of Omega. And I love Omega. He's just a great skin. I love him. I just love the design. I heard some people say that he shouldn't even be legendary because nobody would pay 2,000 V-Bucks for him. Dude, if you just put the dark style in the shop as its own skin, people would 110% pay 2,000 V-Bucks for that. That, in my opinion, that can't be anything except legendary. So, Sentinel, I think it's pretty bad that people don't even mention his dark style when they talk about him. But to me, it's one of the coolest things ever. And he comes in at number 2, just barely missing out on the number 1 spot. Then finally, topping off our list at the number 1 spot. Again, this is a very personal pick for me. So many people are going to disagree with this one. This is Zenith, which is, again, a very underappreciated skin. For me, I just love the design. I really, I don't know what it is. I just love the design because it's so unique. The fur hood combined with the claws and the spiky boots and the coat, but then you have all the customization. And you got the mask. It just, to me, it all just works for me. I just love that design. He's it's weird. You wouldn't think it would be that cool because really, I'm pretty sure he's just a mountain climber. But that is you can't make a mountain climber look any cooler than that. That is a sick skin, definitely my favorite skin from the Season 7 Battle Pass, and he comes in at number 1. So anyways, guys, that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Please, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And I know this is a very unpopular opinion. Nobody is going to agree with this ranking. Okay, not a single person on the planet is going to agree with this. But again, it's just my opinion. And comment down below, how would you rank the tier 1 skins? Okay, maybe just put your top 10, top 5, top 3, or just your favorite. you know, I don't care. I just want to see some, I want to see some variety of opinions down in the comments. But anyways, that is going to be all. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.